In the Rust Belt town of Blackwood, everyone knew the name Elara Vance. She was the whistleblower who was about to expose the illegal chemical dumping by the Trident Corp. Then, one snowy night in 2023, she vanished. The police called it a runaway case, but the locals knew better. Money had changed hands. Silence had been bought. 3 years later, the three Trident executives who ordered the hit Brock, Mason, and Hayes returned to the scene of the crime. They needed to destroy the old factory ruins before the land was sold. They expected a quick demolition job. What they found stopped them cold. In the center of the dilapidated hall, where the snow fell through the shattered roof, stood a pristine granite tombstone that definitely hadn't been there yesterday. It read, Elara Vance, 1998 to 2023, wrongfully taken. Who put this here? Brock snarled, kicking at the frozen dirt. Tear it down! But as Mason raised his sledgehammer, the temperature in the room plummeted. The wind howling through the broken windows suddenly sounded like a woman's weeping. Then, from the shadows atop the tombstone, it manifested. It wasn't a ghost. It was something far older and more dangerous. A massive red fox with 9 tails fanned out like a crown of fire appeared, its fur glowing with an ethereal orange light against the gray winter gloom. This was a Kitsune, a spirit of vengeance, from the old folklore books Elara used to read. Its eyes burned with a radioactive red glare that paralyzed the men where they stood. It's just an animal, Hayes screamed, fumbling for his gun. He was wrong. The fox opened its mouth, and the sound that came out wasn't a bark. It was Elara's voice, distorted by fury. You buried the truth. Now the truth buries you. An invisible force slammed the 3 men into the dirt. They clawed at their chests, gasping for air, as if the very guilt of their crimes was crushing their lungs. They writhed in agony, unable to stand, forced to bow before the grave of the woman they thought they had erased. When the demolition crew arrived the next morning, they found no fox and no tombstone. They only found 3 men lying in the snow, their minds completely shattered, screaming endlessly about the eyes in the dark. To this day, the ruins remain untouched, guarded by a legend that says, justice has 9 tails, and it never forgets.